back to Ketolicious Ness. Today we're going to be eating on some cabbage and some oxtails. So let's say our grace and get into this mukbang. Thank you, Lord, for this meal that I have prepared. Thank you for everything you're doing in my life and bringing in my life, Lord. Please continue to protect my family and watch over us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? So today we have some oxtails, and Freddie Gossett had asked for this a long time ago, probably maybe about a month ago. He asked me when I was doing oxtails, so today is the day. So we got some oxtails here, I got some fried cabbage here, and I just toasted up a low carb wrap. I got some ranch here, and I got some pickles. I kind of had a taste for some kind of crunch. So I haven't been to the store. I didn't have any sweet peppers or anything. So that's what we got. And I got some cucumber water, some hot sauce. And we about to get into this, y'all. My gravy didn't come out the way I expected it to. I got some on the side here. I wanted to make some cornbread, the whole nine, but I didn't have any heavy whipping cream. So my gravy is made out of unsweetened vanilla milk, some Axton gum, and just seasonings and juice from my meat. So hopefully, I mean, it's okay, but it ain't what I wanted, but it's still good. So I'm gonna bite into this cabbage. And I made my cabbage kind of with a little bite to it. So since I'm not eating any rice or anything with this meal. So that's my fried cabbage, y'all. Very good. And I'm gonna put a little hot sauce on it. So I hope everybody is doing good today. We're gonna open up our spicy pickles. These are a good snack, y'all. So y'all have been, and they're 0 calories. And they're good in ranch, y'all. That's a nice little snack. So today is Tuesday, October 1st, y'all. And I got some sad news early this morning that my cousin's husband passed away. And I'm going to say he's my cousin too, because he's been around as long as I can remember, at least in my late teens, early 20s. So Jimmy passed away of cancer. I knew he had cancer, but it just happened so quick. So I need prayers for my family. Not only are we faced with that, but I told y'all a while ago to pray for my family. And it wasn't just for Jimmy, but I have another cousin that also has stage 4 cancer. So when I tell y'all, cancer is hitting my family so hard right now. And my cousin, whose husband this is, that's her brother that has stage 4 cancer. So this morning was very trying. And I received that news as soon as I got to work this morning. So I had to push through, cry, and keep on with my work day. And that's so hard to do. But You want to run to your family and be there, because you just hate to see something like this happen. My cousin and Jimmy, when I tell you, was a sharp couple. Every time they walk in the place, they dressed alike or kind of like, same colors. Sharp from head to toe. When you see her, you see him. So this is a hard hit for our, our family. So just pray for us, y'all, please. Just pray. This time last year, October 8th, it'll be a year this 8th, October 8th, we lost my cousin Punchy to cancer. She was 39. So around this time, on this day last year, we was completing her bucket list. That was just a year ago. And now cancer is hitting us the same month. All over again. It's just crazy. So, my cousin that has stage 4 cancer, he has been taking care of my great aunt, which is his mother, for years. He's been her caregiver. And my great aunt just turned 98 this weekend. And that's her daughter's husband that passed. But to be 98, me and my oldest daughter was just talking about that. Like, my daughter was like, I just wish and hope I can make it and be strong and, as healthy as possible as a 98-year-old can be at her age, She does deal with some memory issues, but she remembers too. So this is my my grandfather's sister. Yep. She's my last great aunt or great on all sides. So both sides, my grandmother and my grandfather. On my maternal side, so to still have her is a blessing. I can't remember if that was this summer. Yeah, that was, no, last summer. I was sitting over there and we were talking about my twins, because she's a twin. Her twin passed away. But, and she just asked me out the blue, have you talked to your grandma and grandfather? And they've been deceased since I was in my 20s, early 20s. And I just went along like, no, I ain't talked to him lately. Have you? Oh, goodness. And she said, well, I was at your grandma's house. And your grandfather was gone fishing. My grandfather stayed on the water. And she said, your grandmother gave me some fruit off of her trees, because my grandmother kept fruit trees. And it seemed so real, her story. And it could have been for her. And I just told her, I said, well, when you see him, make sure you tell him that I love him. And I don't want to cry, y'all, but just a blessing to have her. So, yeah, that's what's my day been like. Y'all see, I'm tearing these oxtails up. The gravy isn't what I wanted, but it's good. You can actually taste a little bit of the vanilla. So it kind of gives it like a Jamaican coconut taste. But I'll be getting me some heavy whipping cream tomorrow. My dad was on the phone with my oldest daughter. And she's like, Mom, why you ain't just go get some heavy whipping cream? And I said, I'm tired. I didn't feel like it. And guess what she had the nerve to say? You being lazy. I said, and she was cracking up. She thought it was the funniest ever. I said, I'm tired. Because I've been working 12-hour shifts. I'm tired. She like, Mom, calm down. I already know how to make you mad. And I told her, that's okay. Because that's why I'm about to start taping and talk about your... Yeah, I got a good story time for y'all. I got a couple story times, but I don't want to make this video too long. So once I'm finished, I might have a part 1 and a part 2 of it. I had a couple notes over here. I think I talked about pretty much everything that I had on my agenda to talk about. It'd be so much to talk about. You gotta have a part 1 and part 2 and part 3. As you see, Sauce Queen always do part 1s and part 2s to her story times. And I noticed Rhonda Red Sauce, I just started following her. Love her channel, y'all. Love her channel. I started following her from Fooling with Fluffy, my girl Fooling with Fluffy's live. And I've really been enjoying her channel. And the food she makes is amazing. And a lot of it is keto friendly. So I'm loving it. And thank you, Rhonda, for your condolences to you and Alexandria. They both sent me condolences on Instagram because I posted something this morning. But yeah, so I might have to have a part 2. So I don't know. Should I start it? I guess y'all said, what is it? It's a good one, too. And it came from I was watching Casey Connections the other day. And I was watching her latest Wendy's mukbang. That's hot. But she asked the question. I got food all in this here. She asked the question, how old is too old? And I told her, great question. So what she meant by that was, if you have a daughter, or even a son, but I'm gonna say daughter, because it could, no, it ain't no double standard when it come to me. But if you have a daughter or son, how old is too old for them to date? That was her question. And I said, Casey, man, I got a story to tell about that. And of course, I asked my daughter if I could have her permission to tell this story, and she said I could. She even said, that's a good one, Ma. It's funny how you come up with these story times just from riding somewhere or somebody say something and it kind of, you know. I got ATL going on over there. So I'm trying to stay focused, y'all. But my daughter had just graduated high school. She probably was about, I'm going to say maybe 19, about to turn 20. She was out of high school. And she was at that stage where I was trying to get her to understand that you have to go to school, do something to live here. My daughter has always been very ambitious, always worked or did something. She taught herself how to braid hair when she was younger. So she was making money doing hair like at 10 years old, literally. Always been cold at braiding. So at this stage, she's been graduated. She kicking it. She got her own car. And she just trying to figure out life. She was, I believe at this point, was in hair school. Or about to start hair school or something. I don't know. Because that's what she was trying to figure out. Is that what she wanted to do. But she had done hair so long, she was burnt out. But when I tell y'all, my daughter was kicking it, okay? And my rules for my kids, as long as you're doing something productive with yourself, you can stay here. But you can't stay here for free. So that was always my philosophy. But she pretty much stayed there for free at that point. Because she wasn't working. She was kicking it. And about to start school. I had just started school. So I don't remember what happened. Something was going on with her phone. Her phone was broke. She was waiting on a new one. Something to that sort. I don't know. But at this point, we had no contact. Once she left the house, unless she called me from somebody's phone, I had no contact with her. So I worried about that a little bit, but I prayed for her, you know. She was coming in all times of the night. And stuff just didn't, something just, you know, a mother's instincts, just something just didn't feel right. So I started questioning her sister Deja, my second oldest. Who is this picking her up? I noticed her going outside, jumping in this red truck. And she will pull off quick. Because one thing about my kids, we have very good communication. We talk about everything. But they know I don't play. I don't play. So that was odd, because she talks to me about mostly everybody. At that age, she wasn't as open as she is now. But, you know, I had some clue of what was going on. I didn't know who this person was picking her up. And even though you grown, you still live in my house. And right now, things ain't the way they should be in your life, because you only have a phone right now. I start questioning my daughter. And she said, I know his name Dre. She been calling his phone, calling him from my phone. I think that was his name. But he been calling from my phone. She been calling him from my phone. So I don't remember how I got this guy's name, but I got his full name. No, I can't even remember exactly what happened, y'all. And especially because today, I just can't remember. But somehow, I found out that this person that she was dating, we just gonna say Dre, was 34 years old. My daughter is 19 years old, okay, at this point. I'm saying 19, could have been 20, but either way, it was too damn old, okay? I almost lost it, y'all. I did lose it, actually. So, I cannot remember how. I wish I could remember how I found out. I don't know if she told me, and I should have asked her, because I can't remember if she told me, how old he was, whatever it was. I got this guy's full name, and I looked him up, and he had just got out of jail. His record was horrible. And you talking and picking up my my 19-year-old daughter, that ain't gonna work. How old is too old? You too damn old, okay? Period. So, the one thing I did do was sit my daughter down, and I had a grown-up, real conversation with her. One thing I've always done, I keep it 100 with my kids. I don't sugarcoat nothing, because when they go out here in this real world, they gonna hear the words that I'm saying out my mouth. They're not gonna hear those nice words. So I keep it everything 100 with them, period. And I just let them know what's right was right, what's wrong was wrong. And at 19, you don't really understand what's about to go on in this world, okay? And she had been sheltered in my house for so long, and not even sheltered, because I let come to find out, she was sneaking out of windows and doing all kind of stuff. That's a whole nother story. Now that they grown, trust me, all kind of secrets come out. So she's 25 now, y'all. So, but anyway, I'm not that good at this story time stuff because I can't remember everything. Y'all know the way my brain hooked up. But anyway, I sat down, had a very grown conversation with her. And I just told her, he out of line, period. I had my cousin, I don't know if my cousin looked up the record or I looked it up. I can't remember. No, I think I did. And I called my people like, he got a rap sheet so long, ain't nowhere in hell he about to keep coming to this address. It ain't about to happen. But what can you do? She's grown at this point legally. I can't stop her from doing anything. My child could have just left with this man and said, forget me. You know what I mean? So I sit her down, said her whole mindset is mine. He really likes me. Okay? He really likes me. And he's willing to meet you. Because I told her this man should not be pulling up to my door, first off, and not coming in to meet me. So that lets you know off top, he or his angle all the way wrong. And for two, no 34-year-old has anything to do with a 19-year-old unless he ain't right up here. Because what do y'all have in common? You just graduated. You just walked across the stage. How is you walking around here with a 34-year-old? My daughter is very mature for her age, and she has always been attracted to older people. But I don't give a damn. Not under my watch. It ain't happening. Okay? So she said he wanted to meet you. I said she said he'll be willing to meet you. I said this ninja, okay, that's saying it nicely, ain't got the balls. He ain't got the balls to come and meet me. Trust and believe me. But my daughter, yes he do, Ma, I'm telling you. You know, he a nice guy. It's not like that. And da-da-da-da. Okay. Let's set up a meeting. So, what I do, because I'm a woman, and I'm tough, but I know my limitations, okay? I have, we'll get into them story times later. Because, just to keep it 100, as women, growing up young, we all have made poor decisions sometime in dating. I have, you know what I mean? But I ain't never went out here and dated no 34-year-old when I was 19. So I couldn't even understand what was going on in my child's brain. But what I can tell you, she is a Leo. And she do what she want to do. She live how she want to live. And I love that about her. But at this time, I didn't want to hear nothing she had going on, okay? So, I tell her, you set up this meeting for us to meet. And we'll discuss it there. Because I ain't got nothing else to say to you. At this point, all I need to do is talk to him. That's it. Period. So, I called my cousins. And one thing I've learned, and I learned it the hard way, is not to call your male cousins unless it's serious. And I learned that the hard way because when I was younger, I dated one of my cousin's best friends. And to this day, he said I destroyed their friendship. because I told a lie so that he would go try to beat him up just because I knew he was cheating on me or something. And I was wrong for that. I really was. And that could have turned out wrong. I'm laughing now, but it wasn't, it's really not funny because people can get hurt that way. But I learned that at a young age because I really felt bad after that. To this day, even when we was in California, my cousin brought it up. See, they ain't gonna let me live it down. I'm 45 years old. He won't let me live it down. But I had to call my cousins. I actually got their picture sitting here. So, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it. If I have to put a clip in, I will. So, this is my cousin that I went to California with. This is DJ. I'll talk about him later, but he lives in Atlanta. He wasn't here. So, this is my cousin Bobby, which y'all saw on my live once. And my cousin LeVar, we call him Petey. So, those two on the end is who I had to call. And I'm going to continue this story on my next mukbang. Because I'm already 31 minutes in, y'all. So, but I'll give you a little background on the two I had to call. And I didn't want to have to call them, but I had to because this was a serious situation. And I will continue this story time on my next mukbang. So this meal, y'all, was delicious. I'm stuffed. I got many more oxtails back there in my roasting pan, so I'm going to give me some heavy whipping cream and whip up my gravy even more so it could be a little thicker. That's the only thing I was unhappy with, but the taste of my oxtails is amazing. It's delicious, but I love thick gravy on it, so it was just too thin. But I loved it. My cabbage, awesome. Everything was awesome. So I just thank y'all. Thank y'all. Keep my family in your prayers. I don't know when my next mukbang. Y'all know I usually post at least by Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays mornings. Y'all will have something if it ain't that night before. So, but, you know, with what's going on with my family, I'm definitely about to spend some time with my family. So, I will try to have something up to you guys. Not sure if it'll be a mukbang, but when I do, we will continue this story time, okay? Of how old is too old. Thank you, Casey, for this story and remembering this story time because it's deep, y'all. So, but until next time, y'all keep it Ketolicious. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Peace. Bye-bye, y'all.